Guys, it's time to walk the...
Plank?
The ridge.
That actually doesn't sound too bad. I'm trying not to think about it, so I don't want to talk about it. Oh, crikey. Why the heck aren't there any more chains here? We got to get up there. It's just a path. Even though it's narrow with drops each side, it's just a path.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yep, we're doing the Romsdalseggen.
I am absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. I might take the family path depending on how it goes.
Yeah, there is a detour. You can do it, adds another couple of K onto it, but it does sound like the part of the ridge. Yeah, it does sound a little bit airy. But anyway, a bit of logistics. We parked down in Åndalsnes and it was 150 NOK for 24 hours. You can't stay overnight there. And then you can either drive up here yourself or we got the bus and that worked out about...
It was £16 each.
£16 each for the bus, for like a 10 minute journey. Nicola may get the cable car back down again, but all in all, it's probably going to cost about 70 quid for two people to kind of do this ridge walk. But sounds like it's fun.
I'm so scared.
I tell you what, they're not messing with this one. You're literally straight off the bus.
And it's unbelievably hot today.
And you're straight up.
Oh, flip it. Oh.
Yeah, we could have done with a few degrees cooler, and of course there's not going to be any cloud cover today. Oh, anyway, best keep going. There were reasonably good Sherpa steps for the first half a K, and now it's kind of, they say this bit can sometimes get a bit muddy underfoot. I've said it before though, and I've said it again. I love the mountains. I'm looking forward to this. A little bit concerned about Nicola's built up. I know the ridge is probably going to be reasonably airy, but I think she's built up a lot of fear, a bit of apprehension, so we've got no rush and just take our time all day. The van's parked away, you know, all 24 hours to do this basically. Hopefully less than 24 hours. Right, so that's the first little really steep bit over. It now seems to kind of, still obviously going up, but it's a much less steep gradient. So that's the first kind of mile, is just straight up.
And my bag is far too heavy because I keep falling back because it's like a turtle.
I think we're going to have to eat some of the stuff out of your bag, I think.
Literally, if I tip even slightly, I'm like, oh, not good when you're going up like that.
We'll get maybe to the top of this next ridge and then it might be time for something to chow on, I think. It's beautiful though, isn't it? Right, onward, onward. So we've had our first view of the ridge, which is kind of up here. And this is where you can actually get out the family route that doesn't take you along the ridge bit.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Good girl.
I'm busy loosening up. It's very warm still.
That means if you slip, I won't be able to grab you. You'll just slip out like a go. And
I forgot Nigel's savoury bar, so he's not happy.
We're talking about having cereal bars, and I was thinking, oh, I bought this lovely, like, I know what it was, cream cheese and chive savoury bar.
I think you've got that to look forward to now.
True that.
It was a bit stressful in the van this morning getting everything sorted, so I forgot.
Right. Well, someone's going to go and find a little rock to squat behind.
Just for a change.
And then we are going to make the climb up onto the ridge. I guess we'll see you up there.
Hope so.
Oh, that was a nice little bit of feet and hands getting up that wee bit. But it's really well marked actually with the little red dots. And actually that sort of climb up here hasn't been too bad. Probably halfway now up to the ridge. Oh, it's just beautiful though. A little bit of cloud cover as well, keeping that temperature in check. Nice one. Oh, and we have doggies. Showing us how it's done. Right. Onward and up. Nicola's doing really well. Still going up, still scrambling, still losing our footing every so often. Still absolutely loving it. Well, I am at least. She's doing well. Look at her go. Look at that, she's actually smiling and laughing.
Because I keep doing that.
Yeah, it's a little bit sheely underfoot. That's it, you almost pushed me down. How you found that bit?
Scary. I'm trying not to think about it, so I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, we're going to get to the top and then it's time for coffee, I think. Oh, she's away. So last little bit to go up. Probably another 10 minutes of scrambling up. That certainly is. And there's plenty of places to put your hands and feet, but there are some moments where you're pretty much vertical going up. But it's beautiful. And it's just a...
Sorry, I've calmed down a bit now, I couldn't stop. That was really steep and scary, and if I didn't keep going, I think I was going to freak out. So I had to just go.
Doing really well.
Oh, it's hard work.
Just think another 10 minutes and it'll be coffee and bun time.
I'm so hungry.
I
need a drink though, definitely too much.
I think we're approaching what should be a nice little lunch spot. We've upgraded our coffee and cake to lunch. Wow. Oh my. Oh. Wow.
Oh. Wow.
Well, that's a tasty pasta lunch over with some fantastic views. Absolutely beautiful.
It is stunning. So far, I would say it's been more hard work than scary, but I'm hoping it just stays that way. I don't mind hard work. So,
now we have the ridge, just in the distance here, kind of over to the next little peak.
Oh, I can actually see the ridge and I feel sick.
Don't worry, we'll get across there. There'll be coffee and cake waiting. The views are beautiful, and there's the ridge. Nicola chomping at the bit, can't wait to get going. Are you ready for it?
I feel like, you know, butterflies, when you get butterflies, I feel a bit like that because it is still climbing. I kind of thought when we got up here it would just be the ridge, but there's still more work to do.
And here we go. So I've actually just been chatting to a girl who, what a job. She comes up here and just checks out the trail, talks to people, checks out the markings. And of course on a day like today it's a perfect job, as she said. But yeah, so she was saying that this is obviously the narrowest part of the trail. It'll go straight down, sheer drop on the left hand side, but on the right it's less of a sheer drop, so I think that should make the ridge pretty bearable. Sorry for the commentary.
I could have done without the sheer drop on the left info. Didn't need to know that bit.
You got this, girl, you got this.
I'm a bit nervous. I'm not even sure if I'm on the right path. I can do this. So there's chains over here, but it doesn't look like there's a path anyway. I'm assuming it goes somewhere. Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. Oh, we've got to get down there.
Wow.
And then we've got to get up there.
Goodness gracious me, that is just sheer down.
Okay, so climbing up to this bit was nothing like this. Nothing like this. Right, am I going?
Go for it.
Yeah, not liking this very much. I hope these are properly nailed in. I don't like the way the chains move. I really hope these are really well in. Why the heck aren't there any more chains here? How am I meant to get down here?
Maybe they ran out.
Okay, so this is quite tricky. Right.
That was a bit of a weird move you just did.
Oh, I don't know how to get down it better. I don't know which side to go down, that side I assume. Oh, this is really hard.
How you doing?
That was really tough. Tough. Scary. Hard.
Right.
Scraped everything.
Right, now onto the ridge.
Right. Ready?
Go for it.
Oh, nearly tripping up. Have we got to get up there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nobody mentioned crossing snow. Where's my crampons? Oh, crap.
Proper.
Oh, flipping heck.
Proper adventure. Oof. Oh, jeepers, he's down.
Right.
Oh, lordy.
Flipping heck.
Interesting climb up now, coming up. Oh, wow. Some views.
Don't ask me to look at anything.
Okay. So back onto the chains again.
You have to be strong. You have to be strong. I think it's this way.
Still going good? Oh, take a little look over the edge.
Huh?
Take a little look over the edge. Oh my. Oh my, indeed. Oh goodness me. That doesn't look like a lot of fun.
I think I'm actually hysterical. I'm actually lost for words.
Right, finish this. And last little push up.
I guess you can go anyway to get to the...
There's not a lot of options, to be fair.
maybe to here.
Certainly not that way.
Where's my little red dots? I like the bits with the chains because at least you've got something to hold on to. It's the bits without I don't like.
But the chains normally mean it's an even crazier bit.
Yeah, but you can hang on.
What, and wait for rescue?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a path. Even though it's narrow with drops each side, it's just a path. I can walk on a path.
Oh my.
Actually, I can't always walk on a path. Hang on, the girl said one side wasn't too bad. She was lying.
I think, to be honest, you're right. It's not a huge amount of escapism anywhere. Oh my lord.
Doesn't have these flies all over me, attacking me on the way. Oh my goodness. It doesn't even look like it's a path up here. Ah! Oh!
You all right?
Oh no, no, no. Oh. Ow.
Sore?
Really sore, that really hurt.
Take your time, take your time.
Just walked straight into it.
Guess it's better than walking straight off it.
Oh, don't say things like that. It's not funny.
Interesting. See you at the top.
Oh shit, how the hell am I meant to get up here?
Do you want me to go up first? I'm maybe able to give you a hand up there. Hang on.
No, oh, okay. That was a challenge. And a half. Oh, flipping heck.
I love how it says, stoop.
One little push.
And you almost put your head up someone's bum as well.
Yeah. I didn't realise he was still there.
Oh, well done.
Oh, I feel like crying. I think it's the emotion.
Look what you just did.
To be honest, it wasn't, if you're looking at your feet and you're not looking at the sides, it isn't that scary.
Yeah, a lot of the real sheer drops down the left-hand side are almost camouflaged a little bit.
Yeah.
And as Nicola says, you're too busy watching your feet and watching your hands.
But it's really, really hard work. You have to be strong enough, you have to. If you don't think you are, then don't do it.
Well done.
Plus my leg is killing me.
I think there needs to be a cup of tea and a muffin.
There needs to be more than a cup of tea.
Right, there's a cairn up here. Let's go and chill out. Well done. Well done.
I didn't think I'd be able to do it.
I had every confidence in you, every confidence. Hang on, about that tea. Well done.
And do you know what the weirdest thing was? I wasn't scared once. That's really weird. I think I was just so focused on, I've got to get up there, I've got to get up there. Because all the emotions coming out.
She did awesome.
I couldn't stop there. He was going to let these guys pass up. Like, no, I've got to keep going. Just come halfway up.
You got to one point and you were like, I'm here. Got to keep going.
I had to keep going.
Brilliant. Love it, love it, love it. Right, time to put you down on the edge so I can get a selfie. See at the top. Well guys, nice little refreshing cup of tea. And now it's time to make our way back down again to the gondola at the very least.
I'm just going to take a minute because I like to think of my dad when I get up these summits. I don't know why, but I think he would have liked doing this sort of thing. It's the sort of thing he'd be good at, I think, if he was still here. So, just going to take a minute and then head down.
Yep. Good stuff. Well, the ridge was fantastic. Lived up to expectations.
And so far, I don't like to speak too soon, not as scary as I had built up in my head.
Exactly.
Although I did get a bit emotional, but I think that was just the relief that that bit was over.
It was over. Right, well, we probably won't record too much more going down. Maybe a little bit of B-roll from Nicola doing the gondola on the way down. And I guess we'll catch up probably later on. Oh, as he gets stung in the side of the head. Probably later on this evening. But yeah, Romsdalseggen Ridge.
Really good, brilliant.
Fantastic. If you're in this area, come and do it.
Yeah, brilliant.
We didn't get the gondola down.
We did the whole thing.
She actually told me what price it was. It was 26 quid each. Not a chance. But see that last bit from the gondola station down? It is horrible.
I can't actually feel my legs.
I am absolutely busted.
I can't even talk. I think I'm actually delirious.
I know it's 50 quid for the two of us, but you know what? Maybe it would have been 50 quid well spent.
No, come on, we did the whole thing.
Oh my God. And they also lied, because that's been 8.3 miles. It was supposed to be 6.
And I've got no idea where our van is
No.
either from here.
Oh my God. I thought you said this brought us down at the gondola station.
That was amazing. Hard work, but so satisfying.
Really good.
And have the raspberry ice cream stroke sorbet at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Superb, really refreshing. And there's fresh drinking water there, which is ice cold, which is brilliant. I'm so pleased we did the whole thing.
Right.
And now we can spend what we saved on the gondola on beer.
Well guys, cheers.
We deserve this.
The ridge. Catch up tomorrow for a bit of a debrief. Well guys, for the observant among you, you may notice that this is the same kind of backdrop as last week's outro as well. Yeah, we're kind of cheating a little bit and putting the two outros from the same place.
And the storm's still on its way.
Yeah. How's your legs this morning after the ridge walk?
Absolutely fine.
Yep.
Can't believe it. I have got a very little, oh, actually it doesn't look as impressive now. It was a big bump yesterday where I walked into a rock, but actually it's fine.
But the hike was absolutely wonderful.
Unbelievable.
And I say, saving the money on the gondola meant that we could afford, well, still 20 quid for one beer and a glass of wine.
And unfortunately I got a migraine from the glass of wine, so I paid for that as well.
But we are now in Molde. I'm actually going to be having dinner. We're having dinner tonight with one of my ex-colleagues here. And while in Molde, for the Manchester United fans out there, I go and see where the old Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is about as well. This is where he's from. I can definitely feel a little bit of rain.
No, it's got to hold off. We're trying to get a wash and dry.
But and next week we're starting out on what is apparently one of the most beautiful scenic coastal drives, not only in Norway, but in the world.
Oh, it's another one of those, is it?
Another one of those.
Will it actually be one of the most scenic in the world? And
that will take us up the coast of Norway all the way to Bodo. But as usual, that's going to be a story for next time. Ooh.
I'm just, if I look a bit distracted, just because I'm watching people trying to tie down their tents.
Yeah. I think it's a big storm coming. We've had to go and throw all our clothes in, because the reason why we're having to have our clothes all hanging out is because the dryer was completely hopeless. But yeah, Ridge Walk, if you're in that area, definitely do it. I'll put a link down below to the logistics of it. And yeah, just really, really good to do. And this one here did fantastic.
It was, yeah, I really enjoyed it actually, I must say. I think I built it up far too much in my head. It was hard, don't get me wrong, but you know, you always imagine the worst, don't you? Well, I do. And it wasn't as bad as that, so it was good.
Right guys, well, once again, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time,
we'll let you know if the shoe's ever retrieved.
Yeah.
It's still there if you picked up on that from last week.
Yep.
Oh, and it's little girls finding it very interesting.
Oh, she's now running away from it. It's obviously a very scary shoe. So all kinds of things going on here. Right guys, thanks for watching.
As usual.
And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.